Good evening, guys, and welcome to the Gathering of Shadows. I am one of the dark side hosts, Messy Jesse, or Jeff. Depends on the shit show that is being created today. And I am here with my sister from another mister.
I am the Apothecary Queen today, the Ginger Mystic, here with you to share some insights and some stories. And
Yeah,
here we are again.
yeah. So our title of our show tonight is I don't know why, but I was sitting there listening to a bunch of shit show music, and we were talking about to all the herbs we've loved before. So the main theme, obviously, in this particular episode is we're going to talk about the herbs that we use in our practice, whether it be if you're practicing witch or you cook, if you're a cooker and you cook things, and I, on the other hand, cook things, and air fryers have become best friends. Me and this air fryer. I got to figure out what I'm naming it for one.
It
Clyde.
is literally the best chef on the planet, I'm telling you. My oven has a built in air fryer. I'm in heaven,
Yeah, you can even
truly.
like dehydrate stuff now instead of having
Yeah,
like the big old dehydrator that I have in a box that I swear to God, like
with
if
all the
nobody
plastic
knows
layers
me,
that you just want to throw it out this window.
yeah, yeah. It's like, it's like you can play frisbee with them.
Yeah, yeah. As you throw them towards the garbage can, just
Although we don't want to do it now because these got holes in it and we have the wind. And
oh,
I don't
they
think
could
it'll
take
go
off
very
literally to Pluto, right? They could go to Pluto, which is being naughty right now.
far. Yes, and if anybody has not seen my TikTok post, just posted, obviously it should have been posted 2 hours ago. 2 hours
Dang,
ago. And it was just
girl.
sitting there on 77%. And I'm like, I don't even know why I even try anymore.
Because Mercury
I
is being naughty and it's
yes, and
playing with Pluto, playing with
Pluto,
darkness.
and we need
Pluto, the death
and
planet. Sorry.
margaritas. We definitely
And
Mercury, yeah,
midnight margaritas,
margaritas.
for sure.
Who
We need
doesn't?
them.
Who doesn't?
Everybody needs a little bit of midnight margarita.
Uh, every day, all day.
But
Yep,
yes. Just don't tell my
every day.
boss what's in the don't tell my boss what's in the cup. We'll be fine.
I, you have a little cup. I have a
Oh
big cup.
my. Wow, that's impressive.
This may
That's a
be,
margarita.
this may be a shadow in the bathroom later. We're not sure.
Dang. Okay. Well, at least
So
we are
anyway,
prepared.
we're prepared. So I'm going to go ahead and let you talk about your favorite herbs and what you use for practice, and then I will talk about mine.
Okay. Let me see. Where do I start? So, I would say that probably one of my favorite herbs that I've been obsessing about lately um, is this beautiful little green plant. Let me show you. This little guy's getting ready to be planted in my garden.
This is a test
This
to all those practitioners. What is it?
does anybody know what this beautiful little creature is? It's a tiny one. And where I live, they don't grow, they don't survive the winter here. So it is the beautiful creature called rosemary. And rosemary, I don't know why, like with my intuition, I follow it. Like when it tells you, girl, you need this, I use it.
Mhm.
And I use it in my cooking a lot. But also, like rosemary has been super revered as one of the most sacred and remembered herbs for protection and purification, ancestral connections. And in folklore, rosemary planted near the home, and especially by your front door, is
Yeah,
supposed to protect your home from evil and bad things coming in. So I actually have some by my front door
yeah.
in my window right
And it's
there.
a
And
practical
so
magic thing.
it is
I
it?
love it. Yeah,
Oh,
like
that's
she says,
awesome.
have salt and plant
Salt at your
rosemary by
door.
your door. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay. So you know better than I do.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, and like people use it to guard against evil, attract peace, like protect them. They use it as incense. They burn it for purifications, rituals. Like there's so many things you can do with rosemary that and it helps with spiritual awareness. So
Mhm.
I actually will take my rosemary after. So I'm a little weird about it. I take my rosemary when I pick it and I put it in my freezer and I let it freeze. I don't like dried rosemary very much. It gets too hard and crusty. I like it fresh. And so I'll keep it in my freezer because then you can pull it out, take the leaves off, and just chop it up, and you have instant fresh rosemary to use for whatever you need. And then I take the sprigs, the little twigs that are left over,
Mhm.
and I dry them. And I use those to burn around my house. So
Yeah.
when I need to purify my environment or when I need a little bit of extra calm, a little bit of peace, like if something's, not making me feel so good in my house, I pull that out when I have it dried and I will burn it and just like let the smoke purify my environment, which is
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
I
And
really,
I think
I'm
oh,
obsessed with
sorry, go ahead.
rosemary. No, you're good.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking too, what's really good and if people don't want to burn it and they're into like candle making and stuff like that, that would be a really good herb to encrust your candles with as
Yeah.
well. Especially, I know you don't like the dried ones, but I particularly like the dry ones because I'll melt the candle down and I'll incorporate in my white candle, the rosemary and thyme and even crushed bay leaves. It just depends on what you personally want to put in your candle. So,
Yeah, what you're using it for. Well, and dried rosemary is great for that because
yes.
it'll stick better and it'll burn better. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then also like because I am the apothecary queen today, medicinally rosemary is also used to support circulation, memory, digestion, and cognitive clarity, which as you get older, you kind of need. So
Okay. We're not going to go there today.
I definitely could use it today. Pluto's being mean to me. And a
Mhm.
lot of people say that it's great for hair growth. I don't know if you knew that. So you can take it and you can boil it in water and you can put it in a spritzer and spray your scalp with it and hope it
Oh,
makes your hair grow.
and it
Yeah.
smells good too. Like,
And it
you
smells
know,
good. Yeah.
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 So
You can use
rosemary.
that with rosemary and is that castor oil or even olive oil is good for your hair. You can mix that with eggs and then do like a mask. That helps too.
Oh, oh yeah, that
Mhm.
would be smart.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Haven't done that for a while, as you can tell.
Yeah. You're lovely. Be nice.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I know.
So then let's see. What is one of my other favoriteest things I want to talk about next? Let's see. Okay, so uh, I have another little plant here. This little guy, he's so cute. I don't know if you can see this little guy. Can you see him? Look at how pretty he is. This little guy, you know what that one is?
No, I'm
This is
I'm failing every day. Every day I'm failing.
every day. This little guy is called lemon thyme. It's a
Oh yeah.
form of thyme, of obviously. It's got this beautiful little two-tone leaves, and I'm excited to plant them in my garden this year.
Hey, I just want
And
to let you know that I would not know any of those in their green life state. I just know them in the death state, in the dried state.
Jess, I'm so sorry.
Me too.
No, you're funny. Okay, so like thyme, obviously. So let's talk about like it. So when you use thyme medicinally, not a doctor, so don't don't take my word for it. Um, lemon thyme contains antibacterial, antifungal, and antiviral properties, all in that beautiful little plant, which is pretty amazing. If you ever make any kind of home remedies to help your family, thyme
Mhm.
is definitely a wonderful additive to use. I do make a lot of things through the winter to help with support when we get sick, when we have colds, we have flus. And thyme's always one of those things I'll add in. And it is good for digestion too. And then for like its spiritual properties, um, it's about purification, confidence, joy, um, emotional renewal, and in magical practices, it's really used for like in cleansing baths, in charm bags, incense blends, and to remove stagnant energy out of your spaces,
Oh,
which is, yeah, it's a very cool thing. It's supposed to help strengthen the spirit after periods of grief, which I thought was
oh,
interesting.
I didn't know that.
Or exhaustion. It can help you when you're feeling exhausted if you take a bath in it. Like I would imagine if you took a bath in like salt to cleanse and a little bit of time,
Hmm.
it's supposed to help you cleanse and relax and renew, regeneration.
Well, I think that is Mercury retrograde telling me I need to take a bath.
Right? We all need a little bit of a salt bath
I agree
right now.
all the
Wow,
time.
it has been a rough week. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But
And also, I don't know if you know what thyme smells like. It smells good and it tastes good. Shut up! Don't make fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you at all. I'm just like, um, yeah. No, I'm not. Like, it's just okay.
Yeah.
It's just one of those
Okay.
days, like, holy, I
It
didn't
has
realize
been.
about that time though, honestly. I did not know in
It was
that,
that one time
in band camp. Um,
in band camp. Yes.
yes.
Sorry.
So no, 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 it's okay.
Squirrel.
Like, it's no, we do this all the time there, Miss Queenie. And
I know.
yeah, yeah.
We squirrel a
Um,
lot.
yeah. So on that with the lemon thyme, right?
Yeah.
What type of smell does it have? I know some people are gonna be like, does it smell like lemon? Does it, those
It actually
people that
does
don't
have
know.
kind of a little bit of a lemony fragrance, especially if you take the leaves and rub them. But it also has kind of a spicy smell to it.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
yeah.
describe what thyme smells like.
I know people
It's
use
delicious.
that too in like if they wanted to make a like a cleaner. A lot of
Hmm.
people will use that as a cleaner as well, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they'll throw it in
interesting.
with like uh, vinegar
Oh, yeah.
and vinegar and alcohol and make like a put it in a bottle and spray with
I
it.
don't know if I like the smell of vinegar. I hate the smell of vinegar.
Yeah,
I
it's not great, but it's a good cleaner. And if you use
Yeah,
the properties of the antimicrobial stuff in time, and you can put other stuff in there to make it smell better.
yeah.
Got to use some what do you call them? The little oil bottles of fragrance oil stuff.
Yeah.
Essential oils. There we go.
Oh,
Sorry, my
yeah, yeah.
brain's not working.
No, that's okay. My brain has not been working either, so it's okay.
Yeah. So
It
yeah,
must be old age.
that that would be our lovely little lemon time friend. Um, so then on to, I don't know why I've been obsessed about oregano lately. Like most people are like, what do you even use it for? But
Mhm.
oregano is great for food. Like you can put it in your food and it helps your body with digestion. I always feel like when I cook for my family, that when I'm cooking, like a little bit of my magic and my spirituality go into that while I'm trying to help my family heal and
Mhm.
be healthier. And like we all have digestive problems in my family. So oregano is really good to help with that. It also has antimicrobial and antibacterial properties to it. A lot of people will put dried oregano in oil, like in olive oil,
Mm.
and use it to cook with, and it helps to pull all those properties out of it. Let me see. So, fierce protection in spiritual magic. It's got a warrior energy. Maybe that's why I like it. It's associated with strength, resilience, abundance, and warding off harmful intentions. Ancient cultures viewed oregano as a symbol of joy and peace, which is cool. Often used in ceremonies of blessing and protection. And I think that's what they use oregano oil for too. It's one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
blessing
Yeah.
oils. Yeah.
I definitely would have a ceremony with my garlic bread on my table
With a little oregano on the side.
with a little bit of oregano and garlic, a
And
garlic,
olive oil. And like just like dip it, the bread,
and just
olive
dip it.
oil,
Yeah,
garlic.
be
That sounds good. You're making me
in
hungry.
heaven. I know. Table.
Table. I'm hungry. I'm at the table.
That's what I would serve at our gatherings. See, table.
Yep. Bread, garlic,
Right.
olive oil. Perfect.
Candles, whatever.
Yeah. Lots of candles. We need them. Dear God, we need them.
Dear God, we need them.
uh, let's see. Okay, so something else that I use. Okay, so this is not really an herb, but it is this little magical. Okay, don't judge me. It's in a plastic bag.
I judge you all day long.
Don't judge me. It's in a plastic bag. So this little wonderful thingy here. Do you know what that is?
The bergamot.
Anyone? Anyone? No.
Oh,
This.
I'm a terrible witch.
You're so funny. This is a resin. It comes from a very special tree. Does that help?
No, see,
No.
again, I'm terrible.
Okay. So a lot of people use this in oil. They usually buy it in oil form. It's frankincense. This is what
Oh,
frankincense resin looks like. Isn't that
oh,
cool?
I didn't see, but when you see, some people don't realize in the raw form, like I am starting to learn about herbs and stuff. Hey, that looks good. I'm just gonna throw it in a jar and that call
Yep. But you know what? That's the best way to start, especially like when you pick the ones that are super special to you, or you're drawn to specific things for a reason.
Mhm.
I really believe that your spirit is drawn to things, and like your spirit
Yeah.
guide you to what you need. And so yeah, this is frankincense resin. It's a beautiful little creature. It is only I think it only comes from Egypt. It's somewhere
Oh, wow.
in the east, um, eastern country. So frankincense is known, like obviously there's clear back to biblical times mentioning of frankincense,
Yeah.
but it has very powerful antimicrobial properties, and it also is very good for your skin.
Yeah.
A lot of people will use it so I make my very own um, face oil for my skin because I have really sensitive skin, and I've noticed a lot of like wrinkles and stuff coming in, and I started doing research and I started making my own face oil. And everybody was like, "Oh, we'll use the frankincense oil," but I was like, "Wait, if you use the real thing and you get out your little grinder and you grind it up and you soak it in like jojoba oil, or I use jojoba and castor oil, and then like vitamin E and what else do I put in there? I've used myrrh in there too. Like you mix it up, let it set for a while, strain it. It makes the most lovely face oil. Like you don't need an expensive moisturizer. It's
Which
amazing
I have
and it's
used, and
not
I
expensive.
I will say yes, I've used it and I love it. Like, but if I can remember what I'm doing half the time in the mornings or at night. But yes, I have
At
used it
night,
and
yeah.
it's amazing. It is amazing.
And it smells good. I like the smell of
Hmm.
frankincense when
Yes.
it's like the oil versus the resin. It smells different too when it's
I
fresh.
wonder if it'd
So
be you could put a little bit like a tinge of mint in it to give that refresh in the summertime where we're coming up on the summertime. That would
I
be
bet
an
you could.
interesting. Hmm. Yeah.
I bet you could. Um, it's also good for so for respiratory wellness, skin healing, duh, stress relief, and joint discomfort. So it can help with like inflammation, and it helps quiet the nervous system and encourage emotional balance during meditation and healing work. A lot of people will use the resin also to burn like an incense or use it
Oh,
in
yeah.
their incense blends. So
Hmm.
you could you can burn it as well. So I'll take my stuff out of my oil after I pulled it out and filtered it and everything, and then
Mhm.
dry it off, and then I can burn what's left, so I don't waste it. Am I wasting too much time?
Oh,
Okay.
oh. Why would did I look like I was wasting? I'm sorry. I heard the bird above me, and the mechanical kind. So we had a life
Oh,
flight going off. And so I was like,
oh,
is that a
what is that?
UFO or is that a helicopter?
It's
Now
probably
that
a UFO.
UFOs are actually coming out now
They're a
with something
thing.
we've known for
Yeah,
a
they
long,
are a
long
thing.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Anyway,
now we know. Now it's real because it wasn't real before, right?
right. Nothing's real.
Okay. Anyway, that one is really a sacred. It's a very sacred thing,
Yeah.
I think, to a lot of
Yeah.
spiritual beliefs. Yeah, and
I
so
think
then there.
I think they used that also in like Egyptian times for part of the embalming process. They used frankincense as a spiritual um, part of the embalming process and part of the yeah. It's,
Yeah,
I remember. Hmm.
they probably like burned it around them while they were doing all of their little ceremonies for
Yeah,
embalming.
it took a long time.
A long time and a lot of salt,
A lot of salt.
sort of salt. Yeah. So yeah, those are some of my favorites there.
Yeah.
Um, I think the last one I would say anything about is probably the first one that really got me interested in herbs and plants, and that is lemon balm.
Oh yeah.
I, yeah, so my son has some really rough health problems with his stomach, and he was going through a really hard time a few years ago, and like nothing was helping him. Nothing was helping him. He was wasting away, losing weight. It was really sad. So I
Hmm.
started doing research and trying to find things that would help. And I found out how amazing lemon balm is. Um, and it is so you use lemon balm. I mean, there's a million ways you can use it. It does smell like lemon. It's a mint plant, it's related to the mint family. So it grows like crazy. Beware, put it in a box or a container because you'll have it throughout your yard if you're not careful. Um, but it smells like lemon, it tastes like lemon, but also like a little bit of mint. And you use it in teas specifically for digestive aids, and it helps to calm the muscles in your stomach and help them
Hmm.
relax. So that like if you're having muscle spasms in your stomach from upset, it's really helpful. And I actually made tea for him out of a couple of different herbs with lemon balm in there to help him so that he could use it for digestion so he didn't have to worry about so many medications, which
Hmm.
was really helpful. And he's doing so much better.
Wow. It's
Yeah,
amazing. Like we think about all this pharmaceutical drugs that people use nowadays and how we're so dependent on it and all these chemicals that we put in our body, which, unfortunately have to have those chemicals in my body. If I could just figure out what I could take and not have to take stuff for your thyroid because it wants to kill you every day. Um,
right. Absolutely.
but I
Yep.
mean, it's amazing what our ancestors had to deal with and what they came up with to figure out how to take care of themselves and people of the community and their own family. So it's interesting to learn about different ways that we can use these herbs and teas. Teas are huge and obviously still huge now, but yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yeah. So there. So those
So
are some of
there.
my favorite things, and there's so many
These
more, but
these are a
I don't
few
want
of
to.
your favorite things.
These are a few of my favorite things. Yes.
Oh, yeah, so what was your favorite, I guess out of all of them, like when you were, mixing teas and stuff like that, what was your favorite? how did you feel? Like, did you really feel like you were really reaching out to your roots? Like, did you feel like you started to be more in tune and more complete with what you're doing? Because obviously you know how to grow things. And just so you guys all know, she gave me a plant. It is still alive in the wood in the window. But I almost thought I took it out today. So
Oh no. Don't
yeah.
worry, I'll grow more.
Okay, good. See, and then you just hand the plant to me when, yeah. Anyway, so what? Yeah, what was your? How do you feel?
I really felt like when I started doing my research, like it felt like my intuition was guiding me. I really feel like my spirit guides have reconnected with me, and
Mhm.
actually started doing research in genealogy and my family history to try to learn about more about who it is that might be guiding me. And it doesn't mean it has to be a family member, obviously. I mean, I know that my grandmother is with me all the time, and my grandfather is with me so much. But also, there's others that I know that are there. I know I have a healer that helps me. Um, that was some sort of maybe a midwife, I think.
Yeah.
Not quite sure who she is. Like I've used my spirit board a little bit to try to communicate with them, and I have not pinpointed who this person is, but she's quite lovely, and I really feel like, when I go and I'm like I'm looking for this, it just seems like I find it, and
Right.
I'm drawn to it, and I don't know how to explain what that is. Like I know it's true. And then
Yeah.
you go to Google and you look it up and you're like, well, what do you know? I'm right.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're like, well, that's interesting. It's amazing on how we can, if we start just quieting our soul and our mind and everything, and just listen to our intuition. And there are reasons for everything that, we do and why we believe so strongly in what we practice. And so,
Right.
you know, I can't tell you a handful of times that I've used my intuition and herbs that I do have. And just a quick, you know, story that my better half, we were hoping for a good thing to happen. And just the night before, I had this intuition and this really pull to create this money jar. And I will post a little my the money jar spell that I did use. And I did add a couple more herbs in there. And offhand, I can't, it was moon water. It was 2 quarters. It was patachouи, I can't say it. Bay leaves, as a still it sets that intention. And I did cloves and of course cinnamon. And I could tell you, and I posted about this the next day, he was checking the information that he was trying to find out if things are going the way he wanted them to. Within that afternoon, he sent me a picture and said everything went through.
Which is so amazing.
And I'm just saying that, yes, I think that herbs and the way we carry them and put them into, I think it helps our intention. It helps our energy.
Hmm.
It helps us know that we are creating something that we really want. And I think it's kind of like tarot cards, right? When we
Yeah.
read energies and stuff like that, I use them as a guide. I don't use them as here's your card. Not that I'm downplaying that at all, but it does help me because then it can help me break that ice of like, okay. And sometimes I do pull cards on myself, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that is why
There
things
you
are
it
going
is.
the way they are. there it is. There it is, AA Ron. So, you know,
Yep. A Ron, yes.
yes. Um,
Well, and it's so amazing when you do that. Like I've pulled cards for myself and done it several times in a row, and I didn't always get the same cards, but I always got the
mhm,
same answer when it was
yeah,
for sure this is what's going on. And so like it's yeah, and your
yeah,
spirit guides you.
yeah. And I think herbs as well can be that tool that we use to help us understand why we need things. Now, am I saying that things work 100% of the time? No. But we also have to sit back and realize, are we sure we put the right intention into something? Because
And
sometimes we mhm,
is it time for that to happen for us too? We don't
correct,
always get to
correct.
choose that.
No, patience. Sometimes
Yeah.
patience is the virtue, and sometimes not. Maybe there's another way that we have to grow and, yeah, become, yeah, what we
Yeah,
need.
for
So,
sure. Yeah.
crazy. So you talked about the light herbs.
We
I'm gonna talk about the dark and twisted ones. Um,
love those too.
I know, and I had to look into the deadly plants of witchcraft, basically, or practice, and there was 3 of them that I grow quite fond of. I don't know why, if it's just the mystical aspect of them, I don't know, and I did have some pictures, but I'm gonna talk about the first deadly nightshade. Nobody knows what the nightshade is. Let me see here. Let me do an image here. Mm. So this is the nightshade, and she is quite beautiful, but quite deadly. She is often as a dark and eerie plant that often appears in woodland areas. It grows a pre-annual plant. This can grow up to about 2 to 5 feet.
Wow.
The overall appearance, you see kind of the oval shape, soft, dark green leaves with like it's just beautiful. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, which you call it nightshade and people want to touch it. And I don't know if you want to do that. Um,
No.
and they are the berries we have to be very careful with. They are about the size of cherries. They're glossy, attractive, but extremely poisonous. The stem, of course, is branching and yeah. So, what is it about the nightshade that we use? So, throughout history, certain plants have carried like an aura of fear, basically, like I said. And among the most infamous is the nightshade hemlock and the belladonna plants associated with poisoning. They're
Ooh.
also associated with healing, magic, and the occult. These deadly flowers are basically used as more of, yes, poisoning, but also as magical practices of spiritual storytelling. Um, Their native parts are European, North Africa, and Western Asia. It is commonly, grown there, obviously. And in ancient times, in the medieval Europe, it became deeply associated with witchcraft and, magical potions, ointments, and brews. It's meant to basically induce the visions or altered state of consciousness. The plant also is linked to Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft and the moon. Um,
Hmm.
there are basically healers use it in tiny doses as pain reliever. They used back in the day a sedative, and also sometimes, though mistaken, it can also prove fatal. Um,
Yes, it can.
so, what is the symbolization of the nightshade? Well, it's used for protection and for banishment. It's for our shadow work. It's for psychic awareness, transformation, and mystery of the underworld. So people would use that as, it's kind of like very potent and very like used, and even still today it's still used with that. Now, if you come across with nightshade, what is the health risks of using this particular plant? And I don't suggest anybody using this plant unless you are a trained herbalist
Practitioner.
or
Yes,
a
please.
practitioner. So please
Yes.
don't. The symptoms of poisoning is dilated pupils, hallucinations, confusion, rapid heartbeat, paralysis, seizures, and it can cause respiratory failure. So
Or
children are very vulnerable if they ever get a hold of these. Of course, we don't have to worry
yes.
about it here, but it can, wherever it's growing in Africa and Europe, please watch your children with it because it's more deadly to them than it is a human. Still deadly, but
So
um,
are there nightshades that grow in America?
there is a little bit
Or
of a nightshade that grows a similar plant. Um, but yes, there is.
I was trying to
So
think because there's one that it's
I
like
think it's up north, like more northern. It has to be more of a um maybe I don't know. I think parts of Africa has a little bit of rainforest, but European and all that and Asia, they have more of a wet climate, and that's
Mhm.
possibly how that these grow. So there's that. Um,
Gotcha.
yeah, and symbolic nightshade protection jar. This could contain, and what practitioners use over in the areas that this is available is they'll use black salt, obsidian, rosemary, which rosemary, like you mentioned, is for protection, clove, and protective sigils and written intentions. So real poisonous plants, folks, I will tell you, should never be ingested or handled carelessly. Please
Right.
don't, unless you know what you're doing. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's the nightshade.
Just just don't.
Just don't, okay? Just don't. I would like to have you guys continue to watch us. That would be great.
And
I
not
don't.
from the other side.
And not from the other side. I mean, I could just tell you I told you so. Okay?
Right? Later.
I told you so.
I
So,
told you so.
the next one is the hemlock. This is originated in Europe, in North Africa, and Western Asia. What is going on over there? What kind of plants are we growing over there?
Why does everything terrible grow over there? We
Yeah,
actually do have hemlock here though
we
too.
do. And
There is hemlock here.
yes, and do not mess with them very much. They are pretty much the same species, but different, like kind of a branched out from that. It
Hmm.
does grow widely across North America, which we just said, and in temperate regions, often near roadsides, fields, and riverbanks. The historical background of the hemlock, and let me get this off here. Sorry about that. I will add another and
Add
see
a
what it
beautiful
looks
piece of
like.
hemlock.
Oh yeah. So this is probably just one or what it looks like for sure.
Hmm.
Now
Yep.
there are different regions that have different looks to it, but it ultimately is the same species. It is the most famous as the poison used to execute philosopher Socrates in ancient Greece.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
That's
was
crazy.
interested. I was like, huh? I didn't know that. Because of this historical event, hemlock became the lasting symbol of death, fate, and sacrifice. So that was
And it,
interesting enough.
yeah. And it's so
Yeah.
pretty. It just looks like you'd want to pick it and put it in a bouquet. But you literally can be
Sure.
poisoned by from touching it.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why
Like if you were to
when
pick it and put your fingers in your mouth, you could be poisoned by it. It's very
yeah, let's
scary.
not do that, Kay. Let's not.
Let's not do that.
It's not. Um, in folklore, the hemlock was associated with the spirit world. It was curses and transition between life and death. So, some practitioners will use this on their altar to help them, um, transition between that life and death, or be able to walk upon the veil, as if you will, to help them view the spirit world a little bit. But if you put that in your mouth, you will be the spirit world, just
Don't
like
go to
the
there.
nightshade. So let's not go
Yeah.
there. It also is a connection to ancestral communication and endings. What you know, yeah. So
Pretty.
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
Oh, sorry. As we know, if you see this out in the wild, it's tall, it's a delicate looking plant that can easily be mistaken for harmless wildflowers or herbs. So please, when you guys are out hiking and you're out gathering herbs, please know what you're gathering. Okay.
Yeah, if you're doing it
There,
in the
there,
wild, you definitely need to know.
there's books all over the place. There's apps that you can get on your phone now. You could take a picture of the flower. It'll tell you, and it will tell you in red. I have one. Please do not touch this unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Um, so despite its gentle appearance, it is one of the deadliest plants in the world. And has, as you can see, it has the carrot tops, the bright green stem, the little flowers. This is not baby's breath.
It looks a
So
lot
just
like
so you,
baby's breath, doesn't it?
it
Yeah.
does. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yep.
It does have so if you guys use it when crushed and you know what you're doing, the plant does produce a strong, unpleasant odor, often compared to mice or rotting vegetation.
Oh,
Hence why it's called
yuck.
yeah. Um, and the health risks. So, first, let me tell you in the magical sense, or what it symbolizes, is death and rebirth, spiritual transition, silence, and binding. So, people who practice or are able, they will use this as a binding technique, and protection from enemies and crossing between worlds. Again, that whole walking the veil. So, Um, so what happens if you come across this herb, and what are the signs if you decide to eat it or touch it? Well, the symptoms can include, it has neurotoxins that attack the nervous system, and there is like trembling, there's muscle paralysis, there's difficulty breathing, nausea, convulsions, and respiratory collapse. So people accidentally, again, mistake this as a wild parsley or a fennel
Mm-hmm.
or a Queen's Anne lace, is what they call it, making
Yep.
accidental poisoning especially dangerous. So,
Yep.
um, yeah. And so, what kind of symbolic spell jar inspiration can include? Well, they would use it for black pepper. They would use poppy seeds, sage, mugwort, and written intentions for release and protection again. So these jars are generally decorative or meditative rather than harmful. So if people think that this stuff is in there and it's like a cursed jar, it's not. There's, again, that intention that we set with our spells and our jars and what we're doing with them. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, so that is the hem deadly, please don't touch, la di da.
Beautiful, but don't touch it.
Yeah. Um, Last but not certainly least, and I don't know if it's just because I love the name, and of course I love the song that Stevie Nicks sings, and I will say it. I'm going to talk about the beautiful belladonna.
Beautiful.
So I think I just love the name, but I don't like the effects that it gives. Let me show you what belladonna looks like. Now, she can come in different colors, different There are different species of belladonna, which is also part of the nightshade family too, or vice versa. And they are grown native to southern or central Europe, parts of North Africa, and again, Western Asia. So I
What
think
is up with these countries having all of the poisons over there? Like
everyone wants to kill you over there. I really do. It's like,
everybody wants to kill everybody over there, evidently.
yeah, yeah. And it says it thrives in forested areas with rich soil and partial shade. So again, in the I think more of a wet environment, really.
Like a rainforesty kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So the belladonna means beautiful woman in Italian. During the Renaissance, women reportedly used belladonna eye drops to dilate their pupils.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. They wanted to have very big, beautiful eyes.
Apparently,
And maybe
yeah.
maybe not survive it, but wow.
I don't know. I don't want to find
Ugh.
out.
That's terrifying.
Well, they believed back in those days that it made them more attractive. I don't even know.
Maybe just use makeup. I'm just saying.
It's like A is for arsenic. People. I digress.
Yes.
Anyway, while fashionable, this practice often caused blurred vision and poisoning. Really?
You
Really?
think? I'm
I
surprised.
mean,
Wow. Who
so
knew?
who knew?
Who knew?
Belladonna became associated with seduction, glamour
Oh.
magic, which I need so, and feminine mystery and dream work. It's also appeared in folk magic and medicine, as well as traditional cults magic in Europe. So, what does the you know, belladonna closely resembles the deadly nightshade, like I said, part of the same species and often uses
Mm-hmm.
interchangeable in folklore. However, belladonna is frequently described in magical traditions as the emphasis on its beauty and seductive appearance. So including the appearance, you know, we see that the broad leaves, you have the little um uh, you know, seeds right there, the dropping or drooping flowers, which when they get bigger, they start drooping more. Um, and yeah, so the plant appears lush. It's giving attractive yet unsettling look.
Is
Hmm.
it a vine? Is it vine?
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, it's like a
It's a
vine
vine.
plant. It's a growth pattern's bushy. It's slightly wild in appearance, kind of like you were saying, and often spreading outward in clusters. So yes,
Okay.
like a
Like a
vine.
vining. Yep.
Yeah. Mhm. So, and we know that the berries especially look deceptive because they look juicy and edible, which they are not.
Mm, please don't.
Not edible.
Not at all.
The elegant drooping flowers and rich green leaves gave the plant almost like an enchanting appearance. You know, hence belladonna,
Mm-hmm.
contributing to its historical use in beauty and glamour. Hang on one second, guys. I gotta take a drink. Again, these allergies are gonna kill me.
don't
Belladonna.
die. Don't die.
Belladonna. Okay. Sorry, guys. Uh, hmm. All three of these plants. Anyway, so the belladonna symbolizes beauty and attraction, feminine power, dream magic, seduction, and illusion and enchantment. So,
Well,
what
and when
happens if you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I wonder if you can use it for like astral projection.
You could. I'm sure you
I
could.
wonder.
I mean, it's just like the hemlock, you know, they use it for basically walking between the veil and seeing to the
Yeah.
other side. I'm sure that you, if you know how to use these herbs safely,
Correct.
again,
Hmm.
you probably could use this. I'm sure that they use this as spiritual practice of helping them astral project or even gain more of a psychic, you know, it's kind of like
Connection.
pew pew, oil or something basically. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Handled with kid gloves
Um,
and real
yeah,
gloves.
very, very, very big kid gloves.
Mm.
So, the symptoms of poisoning, if you ever come across or don't know how to use this particular herb, belladonna does contain a toxic compound that affects the nervous system and the heart. They causes blurred vision, dry mouth, hallucinations, fever. Gosh, almost sounds like a hangover. Um,
Mm.
delirium, a rapid heartbeat, and it can cause a coma. So, even touching or handling this large amount without protection may cause irritation or accidental contamination. So, again, please don't touch this unless you are well trained and know what you're doing because these are, yeah. So, what does this symbol basically in a jar, like a self love jar, basically, it may contain rose petals, which we use quite a bit when we're doing glamour spells or love spells, lavender,
Yeah.
cinnamon, quartz crystals, and honey or vanilla as an essence. And which honey and vanilla are huge in like glamour spells, in love spells, or to sweeten a deal, basically.
Yep.
These jars are often used for meditative, confidence, or even decorative spiritual practices. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say that, among all of the history's most mysterious and feared plants is going to be the nightshade, the hemlock, and belladonna. I'm sure there are some that top the list, but these are the three that I kind of am very interested about. They're native to North America, or not North America, some of them, like the hemlock, that is that. There
Hmm.
is maybe a form of nightshade, and I'm not sure if there's a form of belladonna in our neck of the woods, so it would be interesting
Yeah.
to find out. But they spread like folklore and medicine, occult traditions over centuries, so their beauty often is concealed lethal dangers and making symbolism for both power and destruction. So
Yeah.
again, we have to remember that yeah. So it's just fascinating how witchcraft can reflect humanity's fascination of nature's ability to both heal and harm. So it's just crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they go hand in hand for sure. They do.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's interesting that you played on it with like the light and the dark. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my soul is black and dark.
Whatever. I have I have a little bit of darkness in me. I am a spicy Scorpio, so I can be
Yes.
a beast, but I
A
really like
beast of
the
burden.
I am yeah.
Oh, sorry. That was terrible. I think we just lost like 20 watchers now because I started singing.
Crap. You needed your mic. Where's the auto tune?
Oh, I have the little mic like Pinky.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, "Hello, my friends," and I love her. So shout out to Pinky, but there's some things that she shows and you kind of question like,
You're funny.
oh, um,
That was fun.
yeah, yeah. So we
You
will
definitely
have.
so you really enlightened me on some of those things because like although I know the dangerous properties of those, like the spiritual
Mhm.
properties to them was kind of fascinating. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I like you. I did not know a lot of other properties of, the ones that you said too. Um, but it would be interesting. So I would like to know what other herbs that can not counteract, but can play like the nightshade or like the hemlock or like the belladonna. What
Mhm.
other herbs can you use safely in your practice to kind of not replace, well, maybe replace, for
Maybe.
your spell
Yeah.
work, So it'd be
I,
interesting.
yeah, it would be
Yeah.
interesting if there's people out there with knowledge about that would like to talk to us about it. That would be a
Yeah.
fascinating topic. Would love
Yeah.
that.
I know. I think we went on a lot longer than we did last time. I think this is
I'm
an awesome topic.
Yeah, it really is. One of my
Yeah.
favorites, obviously.
Yeah. I
I'm a
mean,
grower. I love growing things.
she's a grower. I'm
I,
not. I'm a
I have a
shower.
great thumb. Yeah, I
I'm a
didn't
shower.
want to go there.
I was just
I was trying really hard not to say that.
it's okay. It's okay. No, I'm not, because if
uh,
anybody has not seen me in person, she's she's
right?
a grower, I'm a shower.
I'm the 6 foot tall Amazon redhead, and she's my little friend. My little friend.
Hey, I gotta have tall friends. I mean, gotta
You got
have
backup,
tall
babe.
friends. Well, we also have another tall friend who we
Yes, we
love.
do.
And,
Yep.
when I'm in between you two, I feel like a little girl holding her.
Our little dwarf friend.
Yeah, it's too bad you guys can't lift me up, like kids do. So, anyway,
Oh my,
I mean, like,
that would be
you know,
hilarious. Let's go for a walk in the cemetery and swing Jess.
yes. I'd be like, "Whee!"
That's great.
Okay,
We'd have
let's
fun
not.
with that.
I
Oh, come
know.
on.
So, guys,
It would be
that
fun.
is, I know, but that would be weird. Seriously, that would be
Maybe.
weird. They'd be
Maybe.
like, "Oh, what's wrong with your little child?" Oh, she's not a child.
Oh, that's just my friend.
It's just my friend. Okay, we're gonna try it. Anyway,
Let's do it.
you guys, thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. We have more episodes and everything coming up. We are currently working on a guest list, so if any of you guys want to be on the show, please look us up. I will get an email and everything together. We're just kind of at the starting point. You can
Where can they find
subscribe.
us?
Yeah, so they can find us right now on, YouTube, obviously, at the Gathering of Shadows podcast. And we, again, are just, and Pocatello Paranormal. You guys can
Oh,
reach out, Pocatello Paranormal on Facebook, as well as
absolutely.
Instagram and TikTok. We each, both of us have our own TikTok. I am Jessy, or at the Gathering of the Shadows, and then you have yours as well. I can't remember your handle, my handle. So I'll have post this in the show
The
notes.
Ginger
So,
Mystic. Hello.
oh, that's right. I mean, don't ask me to say apothecary. I can't. It's apothecary. It's kind of like me saying, tsunami, that I used to say
Oh, that
tusami.
was good. You did that very good. Very good. Tsunami.
um, tsunami. So yeah, that's where you can find us. Please be patient with us. We're working on all the other logistics stuff. So yeah, so here we are. Ta-da! We did it.
Show number 2.
Show number 2. And we'll see you guys next time. Make sure you take care of yourself. Take care of you. That's the most important. Don't touch poisonous plants. Don't. I don't want to see you shite your pantaloons. Anyway. Good.
Or anything
Bye,
else.
guys. Or anything else. Bye.
Bye.